Sonia with Artsy Solution, and this is week 50 of using up scraps. And this week, basically, all I did was took some scrap papers and a McDonald's bag and some packaging that I'd gotten from like a shirt or something that I'd ordered. And I basically created some of these things, and I fussy cut out some images, and as fillers I did take some tags and things that were, some of them were already made and some of them were from other projects, but the core of what I did was from using up scraps. So I'm going to start out, this is a journal card, and I just did some collaging and some stitching, and it's got like a little pocket right here, a little fabric pocket with some lace trim, and then this can go down in here like so. And if you flip it over, then you've got like a journaling spot. And I just used some, I stitched around the edges, added some bling, and I used some rub-ons to create these little images and things. Okay, so that's the first journal card. Alright, and then here's the second journal card, which is similar to the first, where you have your little pocket here, fabric pocket and lace, and then flip it over, and then you've got some journaling space. So, and then like I said, I used the rub-ons for that. There's a lot of things that have stitches on it, and then I added some bling to this one. Okay, and then I made these two tags, and these are both double-sided as well, and I just kind of stitched around the edges of these, fussy cut out the lady, or both lady, all these images in here, they were all fussy cut out, the stamp and all that. And then you just flip it over, and you've got your little twine in there, and it's been collaged. All of this was from a major, like master collage boards, I guess if that's what you want to call them. And then, you know, I just did some stitching around all of it, added some lace and some little flowers and a word. Okay, so that's the first card, and then here's the second one. And this image right here comes from packaging I'd ordered from on Etsy, and the package had this design on it, and I just kept it, and then I decided to use it with this. It was for this actual stencil, the gears, and so here's this second tag, and it's got some of the same type stuff in it. All right, and then here's like a notepad. It's kind of like a notepad slash journal, I guess you could call it. So it opens up like so, and it's got stitching around, you know, collaging and stitching all around. And some of these little things on here, like destination and this, a lot of these things were added after I'd already completed the basic composition of these. So I'm showing it to you now, but inside the video as I'm making it, you probably, some of these embellishments weren't added until later. So this opens up like so, and it opens up like this, and then you've got yourself a little tuck spot here, and there's some decoration here, and then there's some stitching going around. And these were added on here using the rub-ons. So a pocket here, and then similar to how I have these, there's a little pocket here in this front portion right here, and then there's also a pocket right here where this little journaling spot is. And then there's also a pocket back here where we have this little journal card. So pocket here, and then you have your little tuck spot right here. And then you also have like a little tuck spot right in here. Okay, and then you come on down and you've got your little notepad, and I just added just a little piece of this fabric, and it's not sewn in, but it's put in similar to how a scrapbook is, like that. It has a what do you call these little things? What do you call a gusset? I guess that's what they're called. So you have some fabric here, and then I just stitched on some lace just onto this one front page right here because I thought that would look cute, and then I added this number to make it all kind of come together, you know. And you basically have like a little notepad or a journaling space with tea-dyed paper, and then this lifts up, and then you've got your pocket here. So you have a pocket in the front. Let me set this down. Pocket in here. And then another pocket. Is this one? No, it's two pockets behind the plastic. So, and then there's just some embossed papers on here with a little coffee decoration. And then I added some stickers, and then I used little Revlon Transfers for these little images on here, and then did some stitching around the edges. So, but that's basically it. So let me go ahead and show you all how I made this. Okay, so I've got some packaging from several different things. I think this came from one of the shirts I had ordered. We've got some junk mail. This is another packaging piece. And this is also packaging. When I had ordered some, I like that. When I'd ordered these, actually, the stencils from PM Artist Studio, but I like this image. So we're going to keep that and use it on here some kind of a way. And then I've got this McDonald's DoorDash. Like anytime you order like drinks, they'll put your stuff in like a cup holder, and then they'll also put your other bag of food into a bigger bag. So, but anyway, I like how thick it is. You know what I mean? So we're just going to make some ephemera, probably some tags and pockets and things like that. So we're going to start with this bag, McDonald's bag. We're going to set those to the side for just a moment. And because we can use the inside flaps of the McDonald's bag. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut. I'm going to cut this down, going straight across. I'm going to try to get it as straight as I can, but it remains to be seen if it is straight or not. We'll set that to the side. And then I want to disassemble this. So let's just open it up from down here. And like I said, this is good and thick, so it's pretty sturdy. And then I'm just going to come across and I'm just going to cut just a little thin line going down so I can open this up. And then that way we've got some paper, some cardboard, well not cardboard, but paper bag paper. Okay, so this will open up, and I think I'm just going to do the same thing right here. I'm just going to open this up. Okay, so now we have us some paper, and I'm going to go ahead and cut it down to where it can fit into my paper trimmer. So I'm going to go ahead and cut like on the creases and folds and things. And what I may do is, since some of these, like I said, already have creases and folds and things of that nature, I may turn them into like flips and things like that and just add some stuff on it. Okay, so let me just straighten out this edge right here in just a moment. This folds over. This already folds over. I think I'm going to cut this in half and set that to the side. I'm just going to cut this in half going down. Or roughly in half. I'm just going to make it like 5 inches, or I think I'm going to make it 4.5 inches. Yeah, that way we can have multiple tucks and flips and whatever. Okay, so it's enough to do something with these, and I might make some tags and things out of some of this other stuff later, this other stuff I set to the side. Okay, so these are going to be some type of flips. So we're going to take some scrap papers and we're going to make some collages on them, because we need these to be somewhat thick on both sides. So we're just going to find little bits and pieces. And we're going to try to make some of this stuff match if we can. Okay, so I've got quite a bit of, what is this? We got some book pages that I had up in here. I've got stuff all scattered around. Some of it's somewhat organized, and then I've got these little bits and pieces that have no home. So we're just going to go ahead and use these. Okay, so I'm going to glue some of these on first, and then let's see, let me get my paste. And I'm not going to glue it on like too deep, because I want it to, I don't want it to cover up too much, because I don't want it to stick to the needle as I sew it. So I'm going to try to, actually before I do this, I want to distress it. I don't know why I like to have my stuff distressed, but I do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a collage of stuff and distress it, and I'm going to put this in fast-paced motion. And then when we get finished collaging it, Then I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and stitch, and then we'll start decorating from there. Okay, so I did these two right here, but I think I'm going to hold off on this one right here and use it for something different. So I'm going to go ahead and stitch around some of these. So I found different pieces of paper, book pages, just little scraps and stuff. So now I'm getting ready to stitch around it, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I got these stitched up, collaged and stitched up, but I haven't decided on how what I'm gonna do with it. I'm just gonna make some pockets. But I want this, obviously I want this side to show. So let's see. I had taken these out. Let's see. I'm going to fussy cut these women out, and I'm going to probably add them on here some kind of a way. Let's see. I'm not real sure. They're going to probably be like a little tuck spot on here, on these pockets. So we'll see. Let me fussy cut these out, distress them, and then back them onto some black cardstock, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I fussy cut these out and added them to some black cardstock. So now I'm gonna set these over to the side so I don't lose them. And then we've got our plastic. So let's see what we're gonna do. We're gonna make some pockets, and let's see. I'm going to stitch these on. But then I'm going to need something in here. I know what I can do. I can just put something up through here. Let me find some papers. Let's see if I can find some that's maybe some solid paper or something. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, I'm just gonna do, let's see, what color is this? I'm gonna do black and beige, These are just leftover strips. And I'm just going to glue these on here. And then we'll take it from there. So, and this is just going to reinforce the this thing that I'm making. And I am going to have to come back around and trim like little extra leftover pieces of stuff that are like hanging over, but that's fine. So let's just go ahead and just kind of collage this up with just black and white. Or not black and white, but cream and black. That's what we're going to do. Cream and black. I think that's going to look pretty good. And then we can just take it from there and add more stuff as we go along. Sometimes you need solid stuff and then you need collage stuff. Because to me, collage is like too busy. So we need something to kind of tone it down a little bit. So we're just going to take some of these. I might overlap it and have it going like this. Let me just fold this up so I know where to cut it at. I'm just going to cut this and we're going to glue it. I'm just playing this by ear, so I don't know how it's going to turn out and what I'm going to use. I don't know. I'm just having fun with it. And I was going to distress it, but I'm not. It'll be alright on this side anyway. Now what I might do is on some of this light color stuff, the beige, I might take some either stamps or some Revlon Transfers or something, and I may rub on an image or something like that. I know this is using up scraps, but we still need to decorate, so let me see what we've got going on. Let's cover this up. I'm trying to line it up straight. Like I said, I may have to trim off any excess paper, you know, to make it uniform. I think I'm going to do both of these like that and keep them the same color. If I have enough of these. I've got 2 blacks and a beige. Let's see, do I have any more? Oh, I do have some white cardstock, so I think white will work. White and black, and then cream and black. That'll work. Yeah, and then we'll use that on a later date. And maybe that on a later date as well. So, actually what I'm going to do, since this is wide, I'm going to go ahead and glue this entire bottom portion. Let me just put some glue on here. And then I'll just cut it down where I need to. See how high up I need to go to about right here, I guess. I'm just going to glue this on, and like I said, I'll just trim any extra or excess paper that's like hanging over. I'll just trim it down, and then let me just add this. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and glue this on here. And I'm just going to line it up against the edge of the page. And I may just trim going across all 4 edges just to make it, you know, uniform. Okay, so yeah. Let me make sure this is dry. And then I'm going to trim it down. And then we're going to make something. So let me, where did I put those big scissors? Right in front of me. Okay. So I'm just going to go. Let's see. Let me come around this side first. Let's just go ahead and get our Revlon Transfers. I've got quite a few. I've already had some, but I've been to the Dollar Tree lately, and I just couldn't resist. I know this is using up scraps, but I found some really pretty, really pretty Revlon Transfers that I think will look really good with this. So, and the thing about those is you can see through them. Let's see, I think some of them you can still see even on top of black. I think, but we'll see. Hold on. I'm about to mess up. It's hard to see on black, but you can definitely see on white and on cream. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut out the image that I want to put on here. There's so many of them too. I like that spring, but then I like these words. Let me just kind of cut what I want to transfer. I think I'm going to put this let's see. I think I'll put it up through here. It'll be too busy on that side. Okay, so we're just gonna lay it. Ooh. Just gonna lay it down. And we're just going to rub, and hopefully it'll transfer. So like I said, these come from the Dollar Tree. I hope that it transfers okay. I mean, sometimes you get what you pay for, but I've had pretty good experience with it so far. I just want to make sure everything's transferred. Especially the word spring. The other stuff, it's fine if it's kind of faded in and out, because I do like that faded look. Oh yes, I like that. What do you guys think? Is that pretty or what? Okay, and then we can put, I'm definitely going to use this butterfly. And we're just going to rub this on. I wonder, should I turn it like this, you guys? You think? I think I will, because, here, let me just turn this like this so I can see what I'm doing. That way it looks like it's kind of connected. Well, I got most of it on there. And then we're going to put this little butterfly over there. Let's go ahead and see how to place it. I'll put it right there. Okay, so we've got that one and we've got this one. Okay, and then we're going to need something on this one. Okay, so now we've got these on here. Looks like I need to trim this down just a little tiny bit more because it's still not even. I want it to be. Okay. This will work. Okay, so I'm just going to take some Distress Oxide ink. I'm just going to run some blue going across just to kind of make it blend, you know. Put a little bit of blue up in here and in here because we need some color. And I like that blue and how it kind of makes all this kind of come together. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I think it makes a difference. Those distressed. Now we're going to play with this plastic. I'm probably going to stick some on. So, let's see, what did I say I was going to do? I'm probably going, okay, I did say I was going to turn one into like a notepad. I think I'll probably turn this one into like a notepad. Fold it. Let's see what it looks like this way. Because we want like a little slight margin or spine right in here. So let me just turn it like this. Yeah, I didn't really need a scoreboard. I could just do it like this. Let's just move this out the way. And smooth this down a little bit. Right here in the middle. Okay, and then if you notice, let me try to straighten this a little bit. This little excess piece of paper, you can just trim that off or tear it off, or you can get rid of it if you want to. If you see any other overhang, you can maybe glue it down. Since I'm not going back through the sewing machine again with it. Well, actually I will be, but not on this part of it. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to figure out a closure for this, because this is going to be the notepad that's going to open up like so. So I'm going to have to get some papers, and I'm probably just going to use some coffee dyed papers to set inside of here. But I'm just going to move this over to the side for right now. Actually, before I even do that, I'm going to go ahead, I've been saying this for I don't know how long, I'm going to go ahead and break this plastic out, and I'm going to go ahead and add a pocket on this side. And what I like about it is it's going to be a short pocket, so let's just kind of go across. Let's just see where we're going to cut it at. I'm going to cut it at about right here. Going straight across. And then I'm just going to stitch this on. I think I'm going to make a double pocket. So okay, so phone keeps ringing every 2 seconds. Alright, so okay, I'm gonna leave that there. But I need something else, kind of covering up this, but not quite covering up that. So we're gonna have to, let's see, what do I have? This is cute, kind of. I'm just gonna put this one here. Just gonna go around the edge with that. And just kind of glue it on. And that way it kind of blends in a little bit, I guess. Kind of. So we're just going to put that there. It kind of, instead of seeing this sharp or hard line right there, it kind of brings the pages in together, if you know what I mean. So let me see. And I need something right here as well. I could put a piece of fabric right there coming down. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm going to use a piece of this fabric scrap that I was gifted. And so what I'm going to do is, let's see, I want a thin strip. Let me go ahead and, I wonder if this will tear. Okay, so that, and I want it to kind of come across semi, but not cover up this right here. Okay, so I like that. And then I want a little piece of lace to kind of go with it. Okay, so I've got several things that I'm getting ready to do to this right here. I've got some coffee or tea stained paper, and this is going to be the filler for this right here. So I'm just going to, let's see, I'm going to stitch them together. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold this in half. And I'm going to cut it down to where it's like, where it'll fit inside of here. And I'm going to cut this little sliver of this right here. And it doesn't have to be even, because I mean this is a junk journal, or not really a junk journal, but it is. It doesn't have to be perfect, basically. And I'm going to stitch across. Let's see. Let me take this down just a little tiny bit on across. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is, okay, on this first page, I'm going to take a piece of this lace, and this is going to be like the introductory piece of paper. You know what I mean? So, if that makes any sense, I'm going to stitch on, I wonder if I should stitch it or if I should just glue it. I'm going to go ahead and stitch it. I'm going to stitch it going across, and then I'm going to stitch a piece of this going across this. You know what I mean? And I'm going to stitch it into the book. If my sewing machine will let me, I don't know, because it's thick, so but we're going to try it. Okay, so I didn't want to take a chance and mess it up, so what I did do was, hold on, let me fix this. Zoom out just a little bit. But I did go ahead and stitch this on here, and then I added the lace first to this little first page, just like the introductory page, and then I added this fabric on here. So what do you guys think? So basically I'm just going to glue actually I'm going to add this in kind of the way people do when they make journals. I'm not journals, but scrapbooks. And add like a, oh, this is perfect. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just gonna put that one there. I'll have to, that's where I'll trim it at. I'm assuming that's where I'm gonna be trimming it at. Okay, so this is gonna get bent down like this, and this one's gonna go here. This is gonna get bent down like this, and this is gonna go here. Or not, I don't know. Okay, so this goes like this. I'm gonna figure this out, okay? This is gonna go like this. This is gonna go down. Like I said, that's why I don't fool with scrapbook. I love scrapbook because I love how they look. But yeah, me and trying to make these gussets, that's my problem. Okay, I think I might be on the right track. Okay, so it's gonna go like this. This is gonna fit down inside of here. Okay, so now I need to cut this down to size 4 inches. So let me move this scoring board out the way. Alright, and let's cut this down to 4 inches. And then I'm just going to cut this little piece here. And you can use glue or double-sided tape. I think I'm going to use double-sided tape because that's what I usually use when I'm trying to do this. That'll go there. This will go here. And then you'll have double-sided tape on these as well. So I'm going to go ahead and add some on these two outer sides. Oh, that's right. I put tape on all of it. Yeah. Let's see here. If I can see where it starts. I keep this red score tape because I know I never know when I'm going to need it. Let's see. So I'm just going to put some of this on each one of these little 1/4 inch strips. I have made like things that go in scrapbooks before, but like, yeah, I haven't really successfully made a real scrapbook. That might be what I might do on another project. But right now, I'm sticking with my journals. That. And then once it's glued together, then I'm gonna have glue here and glue here. Let's see. So I'm gonna do these middle pieces first, because they're all going to come together. So 1, 2, 3, 4 in the middle. It just dawned on me I should have put double-sided tape on the other side too, but okay. It'll be okay, you know. Okay, so okay, so it's going to go like this. So I should have put tape on the inside of here too, so let me just go ahead and do that. And this is what's going to hold this little signature in here. And that signature, well, I guess it is considered a signature, or a gusset, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so got that. And then, let's see. I'm going to trim these edges like at an angle, because kind of like how we do our envelopes and things. Alright, and now we're going to take one side loose, one side of this tape loose. And then we're going to line this up next to it. I just have to make sure I get it on the correct side. Alright, so that's lined up pretty good. And then I'm going to take this off. Bear with me, guys. Like I said, I'm not familiar. I've done this before, but it's been a while, like a long, long while since I've done it. All right, and then we're going to put this in here in the center. So this has turned into like a mini journaling spot slash scrapbook slash notepad. Whatever you want to call it is what we'll go with. I'm going to add just a little bit of wet glue. Oh, come on. Well, I think I'll let it dry out. Okay, so let's try this again. Add a little bit of this wet glue. Here we go. Alright, and then I want to make sure that I'm putting it in on the correct side. I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to set it down. Try to get it in the middle. And what I like about it like this is you can still see that, and it'll flip up and you can add other things. So I'm going to add a pocket. So basically I think I just made like a little mini journal or a mini scrapbook without it. It was supposed to be a notepad, but this is basically like a little mini scrapbook almost. I just need to add some stuff in here for it, but that wasn't my original plan. But hey, if it works, you know. I like that. And you can just lift this up and you've got your little stuff. But I really like that that's sewn in, and I like that lace. So let me do what I should have did first before adding this paper. We're going to stitch in our plastic. Okay, so you know what? I think I'm gonna make it like a side pocket, this plastic. Yes, and yeah, and then I won't even have to cut it down. Not really. Well, I could cut it down. No, I'm not even gonna cut it down. Hopefully this is going to work, 'cause now that I've got that glue in there. I'm going to stitch around, or attempt to stitch around this and create this pocket. Or no, I'm not even going to take that chance, because I know that glue that's in there is going to mess it up. So I'll just cut this down, and that's fine. Just cut this down to about right here. Okay. And I'm just going to stitch this one. I'll be right back. Okay, so we've got that stitched, and we just need some tags and things to go in from there. And then I need something here. I've already got fabric in here. I may stitch on another piece of fabric here in the center. So yeah, I'm going to have this piece of lace that I had gotten on clearance a while back. So I'm going to use it in combination with, I'm going to make another pocket with this. Well, first let me stitch along the edges of these, and then I'll stitch. Basically what I'm going to do is, oh, that's kind of big. Let me cut this down. Where's my scissors at? Okay, so what I'm going to do, and I may just not even like fold this down. I may just leave it as is and just leave it grungy and stringy, and I think that'll be alright. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this like so. This is going to be like a little mini pocket. Or I could turn it like this. I'm going to cut a piece of this plastic, put this one here as a pocket, or like a little small tuck spot, and also run this down like so. That's what I will do. So I'm going to cut this plastic, and then I'm going to stitch going down and across and up, and then we're going to have us another little pocket. Okay, so I added this little tuck spot here. So you can actually tuck something here. You can actually tuck something here. And you can tuck something behind there too. And you can tuck something right here if you like. So that's the inside part of it. Now we need to do something with the outside. We need to, where did I put those little fussy cuts in? We need to decorate. Let's see. But I need like something. I don't want to completely cover this up, but I need something white or something as a backdrop so that this can pop. You know what I mean? So we'll come back to that in a minute. So what we're going to do with this right here, okay, we've already got us a little notepad, and I'm going to have to figure out a little closure for this as well too. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to make pockets out of these. They're going to be tall pockets that you can stick down inside of like a journal or whatever. So I'm just going to cut this down, and I'm thinking, I'm trying to think of how tall I should make it. I don't know if I can find my little cutter. I'm just gonna go with the flow. I'm gonna cut this. There's no rhyme or reason, I'm just doing it. And then I think I'm just gonna make some tags out of these. I'll make a tag and then some pockets out of these. These two are going to be pockets, these two will be tags, and then I will probably add some more of those, I don't know. I might keep these pretty simple and just add some journaling space on the back. And just put like an image or something, like a sticker on these two tags. So for these pockets, instead of having the inside stuff sewn on it, I think I'm going to have something on the outside this time of these. So these are going to be like pocket journaling cards. That's what I'm going to make these, pocket journal cards. So what I'll do is they'll be like side pockets. And I'm trying to think, should I just keep it in the same? I'm just going to add this little small strip of this. And I'm going to do the same thing to these as I did with this. I'm going to add like some lace. And I'm going to stitch. I'm going to put it on this side right here. And I'm going to let the lace kind of hang down. So let me just cut this. Okay, so I'm going to add these to the tags. So before I do that, I'm just going to, I need some backgrounds on this right here. So I'm just going to take a piece of this. And I'm going to add it, part of it, on here, and then the other one here. Oh, that turns out really good. I like that. Yeah. And turn it like that. And then turn this one like this. Yeah, so I'm just going to glue these on. I'm not even going to distress. Yeah, no, I'm not even going to distress it. I'm just going to glue it on around the edge of both of these tags. Let me just put this here. Let me just set these to the side so I don't lose them. And then I need to also form like the shape of a tag. So let me draw this first. And then I'm just going to cut around the edge. Punch a hole. Distress the hole a little bit. I'm just going to add a little bit of, I guess I'll add blue going around the edge. That way it blends. And then I'm going to stitch around the edge on both of them, and then we'll glue on the images. Okay, so I stitched around the edges. So now I'm going to add some twine. Okay, so yeah, I'll add them on this side. I'll put her on this one, and then put her on this one. And I think I'll just add this. And that will create like a little tuck spot right there. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. But just up underneath the umbrella. This will be like a tuck spot. And then we have our tags. And let's see, since they do have the black hanging over, I may take a strip of this and have it coming down and just glue it on there. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll just I'm going to use one of these little flowers. These are cute. And you can fussy cut out flowers or embellishments or whatever you'd like to use. Let's see. I'm gonna add that. Okay, then I think I need like a word or something. A word or sentiment. And then I'm just going to take one of the words that I have set aside. Let's see. Okay, so I am going to distress this, I guess, with blue. Or I could do black. And then add it to some black cardstock. And then glue it on. Alright, so now we've basically got two tags. I think they're pretty cute. They're not too overwhelming. So we're going to set these two tags to the side. And now we need something on this closure. And I think what I'm going to use, I'm going to create like a binding, policy envelope style binding. But first, I'm going to clip two of these. I'm going to have it going like that. And this is going to go here. Let me see. I'm going to have to be really careful how I do this. Yeah, I can do it. Let me just glue this on. I should have did this before I put the pocket in, but that's fine. things always work out some kind of a way. And then I'm just going to cut this one over here. Okay, and then I'm going to punch, let's see, 2 of these each, so I need 4. That way it can be sturdy. Okay, I'm just going to glue 2 of these together. I don't know, I just lost the other one so fast. I'll make another one right quick though. It'll resurface in a minute, but in the meantime, this is what I need. Okay, and then I'm just going to punch a hole. I'm going to have to get my big bite. I'm just going to have to line this up to the center. And I'm just going to I'm going to go ahead and put an eyelet in it. I think I'll use a pink one. No, I should have put a hole in this too, and I didn't even think about it. But that's fine because I can still do it. That's not quite centered, but it'll be okay. That's not quite centered either, but that'll be okay as well. Okay, so I'm going to get some string. And it doesn't have to be super long because this is elastic. So I'm going to go ahead and feed it through here. And then I'm going to get my eyelet. I'll use pink. Oh, that's cute. It's got a little heart. I'm try to turn it to where it's facing upward. And then we're going to go ahead and put this in here. And then we're just going to cut that. And then we're going to do the same for this. Okay, so I got this on. Let me undo it. Okay, so I think the inside needs a little something as well as the outside. I'm going to need to put something here and then something here. So the easiest way to do that is just to add a sticker or something and find a sticker that I can fussy cut Let me add this one here. And then fussy cut it out. Maybe put a word or something here, or a sticker of some sort. We'll put remember. We'll put it right here. Okay, and then that should complete the inside. I think that's enough for the inside. Then we do still need something out here. And then I'm just going to have to add this to some black cardstock. And I like this little piece here. And we're just going to let that dry. And I think these are pretty much good enough. They don't really need anything else on them. But these I think I will just add, in order to journal, these leftover pieces of scraps. I'm just going to add these on here. I'm just going to glue it on. That way you can actually journal on it and see what you're writing. And that's pretty much it. So, and I'm not going to put too much here. Well, I guess it could use maybe a word or something, a sticker too, or something. Just enough to kind of So we've got our journal cards, journal card pockets, I guess if you want to call it that. So you can tuck something here, journal on the back, tuck something here, journal on the back. Then we've got our tags, and then you can add something else behind here. There's a little tuck spot here, and then a little tuck spot here. And then we have our destination notepad. So you can add something here, back here. It's 3 different spots, and then you can also add something here. And then of course you've got your writing space. So, and you've got your little tuck spot right here. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and check out my videos, my blog, and my social media sites. And as always, I thank you guys so much for watching.